What's up, YouTube? AJ Simmons here checking in. Been a long time since I've been live, y'all. I don't even remember how to do it no more. But y'all got questions, shoot them in. I'm going to give y'all a chance to filter in. But as I wait for y'all, I'll go ahead and get started and say this. If you looking to start a business, if you got new ideas you want to include into your business or launch in your business, I'm telling you, the best thing that you can do for yourself is to get started, alright? Just get started because you don't have to know everything. I'm telling y'all, when I added the lead generation service to the Cleanbid network, I did not know exactly how I was going to do everything, okay? I just did it. I put it out there and I made it happen. And as I was going, things started to come together. You know what I mean? And for those who have already purchased, I appreciate y'all so much, man. I really do appreciate y'all trusting me and trusting my company. You know what I mean? And we taking off, we're growing, and I just appreciate it, man. And the people who so far who joined it, they said that like everybody got a lot of good feedback. People's getting appointments. They going out there bidding on jobs. Shout out D'Angelo Buford was one of the first ones that jumped in. He said he about to close on 2 of them. Who was it? Melee 3000 said ball. Shout out to Melee 3000. If y'all got questions, shoot them in. Y'all got questions, shoot them in. But I'm just telling y'all, man, when I started this idea, I didn't have no idea. I mean, I had an idea, but I didn't really know how the hell I was going to pull it off, right? You know what I mean? I had to hire people, and it's like when you hiring some people for a new idea, you got to hope that shit work because otherwise you'll be stuck paying them out of your pocket for a long time, right? So don't be scared, y'all. Jump out there and do it. And I know like a lot of times when you're trying to start a business and it revolves around you hiring people and depending on people for a service, you're not sure if you should hire the people first or if you should sell the service first. Like for example, when you going door to door and you trying to get new customers and you're like, okay, well, if I get a customer, then I'm gonna need people to work it for me. And then y'all like, okay, so maybe I should hire first. But then you're like, well, no, maybe I should get the customer first because then if I get the customer first, then I'll have work for the people who want to hire them. I say do both. Just try to do both at the same time. Start interviewing at the same time as you start looking for customers, all right? And then hopefully it all just come together. Like you'll start to pick it out. Who that? Shout out Terry Leonard said back at it again, class in session. Definitely. If y'all got questions, definitely shoot them in. I'm really just going live. It's been a while. I haven't been up here. I said, I'm just about to hop on. I ain't really got a real topic that I want to get into. But if y'all got questions, definitely shoot them in. Shout out Visionary Griffin, long time subscriber. He said, I know this is all subject, but how do you feel about wholesaling real estate? Wholesaling, so I'm not a fan of it, but I never did it. Okay, so but when I learned about it and I read a whole book about it, they used to call it bird dogging back in the day. But and then I followed Jay Morrison, listened to how he talked about it, and a couple of other people. I think it was I forgot who else I was following on that, but like I said, I never done it, so I really ain't qualified to speak completely on it. But from what I can see, I'm not a fan of it because it seems like you got to do a lot of work. Like they sell it to you as if it's just you ain't got to put no money down and it's easy to do, and all you do is play middleman. But really, it's just like looking for customers in the cleaning business. It's gonna take a lot of door knocking. You know what I mean? I ain't never heard of Max Maxwell, but it's gonna be a lot of door knocking to get to, and I don't literally mean door knocking, but it's gonna take a lot of people, like whether you mailing out postcards or whether you trying to get email list or whatever the hell method that you're trying to do to find clients or leads. It's gonna take a lot. And for me, to being that I already had so much going on, I just didn't have the time to put in work. But like I say all the time, and I've been saying it a lot more recently, everything works, all right? So if you got the time and the energy to put into it, I think it'll work for you. That's what I think about it. But I just personally didn't have the time for it. So as far as real estate go, I really just like to do buy and hold, which is rental properties. I don't really like to get too much involved with the hands-on stuff like that, where it takes too much more of my time. You know what I mean? Because I'm already doing things that require my time. Shout out, who is this? Tahiri Wilson says, I'm residential right now, which could be up and down. Definitely hard to hire people. That is my biggest problem. It's holding me back. My goal is to convert from residential to commercial. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely harder to hire for residential to me anyway, because with commercial, it's a little bit more steady hours. It's also evening work, so most of the time the people aren't in there, and you don't have to be so picky about who you're hiring too. Then also the contracts are usually bigger. So you can pay people a better amount off of one contract versus with a house it probably take about 5 to 10 houses just to get people a good decent wage. You know what I mean, to pay them. Shout out Sean Richardson, mastermind member, Cleanbid Network mastermind member. He said, "Hey AJ, what's up, bro? Getting uncomfortable right now, but it's part of the process. Definitely, you know, you already know what I say. Being uncomfortable, that means you making some progress. You know what I mean? I was uncomfortable when I launched that lead generation service, and the fact that I had to depend on other people because it wasn't me making the calls. Like when I sold, shout out to my man Fish, all right, Brandon Nelson. He was the very first person to buy in the lead generation program, and when he bought in, I think he probably can tell you. I don't know if he was watching or not. Cause when you first buy in, I give you a link where you can watch us making the calls. Well, it was a whole week went by and we didn't make one call for him because I was still trying to hire people to actually do the service. Okay, so like I made a few calls, my wife made a few calls, but we weren't really like dedicated into it. We were just kind of writing the blueprint. I was trying to make sure that my script was perfected. You know what I mean? But so, that's how it is, man. Whenever you stepping outside that comfort zone, that's when you making that progress. So definitely ain't nothing wrong with that. And Sean Richards got an amazing store. I can't wait till he grow that business a little bit more because he just bought into a franchise. Actually, it's a franchise that I haven't even heard of, so I can't wait for him to speak more on that. But he grinded. He worked hard to get to the point that he is right now. So shout out to him. Who we got here? William Ames Kawan UPK says Google Places is great. All right. I don't forget what that has. Yeah, I forgot what I was speaking on, but yeah, I guess Google Places is great though. Visionary Griffin said, yeah, I agree. Talking about the wholesaling. Tahiri Wilson said, yes, that's true. And then Vanessa, shout out Vanessa. I'm gonna say Hamilio. I hope I got that right, or I might have got it wrong. But either way, I appreciate y'all watching though. But yeah, man, that's all you gotta do. Step outside that comfort zone and just do stuff, man. You gotta do it. You ain't gonna know where to go. And what you gotta remember too, most importantly, is these people that you the people that you're around, your family, your friends, you're gonna tell them about your idea, and they might not know anything about what you're talking about. You know, and they might say it's not a good idea. They might laugh at you and say, "How the hell are you gonna do that?" All of this, but what you gotta remember is what you're doing. None of their ass ain't done it before, so they can't tell you anything anyway. Their opinion is invalid. They never done it before. You know what I mean? And then if you might even have a mentor, and your mentor might not necessarily know how to help you on what you're trying to do. So therefore, their opinion on it is invalid. If you come up to me now, and if you consider me a mentor, you come up to me and say, "I'm trying to start a space shuttle service." If I tell you that sounds like some bullshit, you can't do that. Be realistic. Who am I to tell you that when I never done that before? I haven't done anything remotely close to that. You see what I'm saying? So just be careful when you starting stuff. Do it. As long as you wrote down your plan and you figured out how you can do it, you got your numbers together and you said, fuck it, if I can sell 5 of these, then I can make this amount. You know what I mean? If I get, like if you figured out that math, then that's all that matters. Then you go out there, you test it, and then if it works, great. If it don't work, you tweak it and figure out how you can make it work. It's just that simple. Sean Richard said, what's your thoughts on spin selling? I never heard of spin selling. Alright, so yeah, if you give me a little bit more details, then maybe it'll ring a bell, but I don't think I ever heard of spin selling. Alright. Google Places. What else we got? She said, what's Google Places? I don't know. Somebody else just posted that. They said Google Places is a good idea. I think Google Places is kind of like Google Maps, but it's just like a different view, I guess. I could be wrong. I don't use it, so I don't know. Alright. But yeah, man, I just want y'all to get in the game, man. If you watching me, and you've been watching me, if you ain't already taking action, this is what I'm doing this video for you to do. Take action, okay? Take action. There's too many people around you that's doing it. You probably more competent than a lot of these people that's already doing it. Most of y'all probably smarter than me. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't go to college, you know what I mean? I paid my way through high school, and I told a sob story and lied to the guidance counselor and told her that I worked at the shipyard. And that's why I never came to school, because I had to help my mom pay the bills. Let me tell y'all something. My mama was a go-getter. She didn't need nobody help to pay no bills, all right? I would just skip school because I didn't like school, all right? When I went there, I was good. But I didn't go because I didn't like to go. And I got the damn guidance counselor trait, changed my F to a D. You know what I mean? And that's how I made it through there. So I tell them, most of y'all probably smarter than me. Don't underestimate yourself on what you can do. All you got to do is apply yourself. Only thing that I do different than anybody else is I'm always watching information videos on YouTube to learn how to do shit. If I want to know how to do something, okay, I need a website. How do I build my website? If I want to know how to build a YouTube channel, I watch how to grow a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like everything that you could think, everything that I do, I watch videos on it. I research it, search it on Google, read articles, blogs, whatever it is, and I go figure it out. And then if it doesn't make sense for me to do it, then I pay somebody else to do it. Alright, that's it. But you just got to do shit, though. William says, I've gotten a lot of accounts with Google Places without door knocking. Oh, okay, got you. So that he said, basically he said that's another way to get leads. So if you go to Google Places, and actually that's what I was doing before I found the method that I have now. I would just type it in on Google, and I would search, I don't know, what is your niche you're targeting? Dentist offices in Jacksonville, Florida. And then you'll get a ton of people to come up, and then you just pick up the phone and call everyone on one by one. That's basically what my company does, but we have a little bit more efficient system. But that's it. Now, the only difference is you can either do that yourself, and you can grow your company that way, and that's great. Or you can hire my company, and we'll do it for you. The only difference between us doing it versus you doing it is if you pay me to do it, then you know you're paying a set amount out to do it, and then I got the guarantee where I at least guarantee that you'll get a certain amount of customers. You know what I mean? Versus if you do it, you might make 1,000 calls and not get one. That's very unlikely. If you make 1,000 calls, you got to get somebody to give you a chance, even if you're a horrible salesperson, right? But either way, you definitely can do it. Just type in Google, whatever your niche is, daycares near me, whatever, and just pick up the phone, start dialing. Just tell them what you like. You ain't even no script. People be asking for the script. Really, you don't need no script. Just say it. Say who you are, where you calling from, and what you got to offer, and are they interested. That's pretty much it. Shout out Anthony Payne. He says, just bought a Jan Pro franchise in Albany, New York. Thanks for the vids. Do you do carpet cleaning and wax jobs for your master franchise? Either with your master franchise. I didn't. I always subbed out my special services. I did do some carpet jobs, but for the most part, I knew that my strong suit was office cleaning, just basic office cleaning, so that's what I always stuck with. Every account that I got, I made sure it was an easy office account, and it was for several reasons. It was, number one, I like to make sure that I don't get nobody to do nothing that I ain't trying to do. And so I knew that if I didn't want to do dirty work, I don't want my employees to do dirty work. And I think that's why I had a great turnover rate too, because I had easy accounts. Then also, if I get easy accounts, people will clean them faster, and then they can make more money. So if I tell them I'm paying them, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an easy way to, easy numbers, I ain't got to do no math. But if I tell them I'm paying them $10 an hour, and it only take them, and I told them it's going to be a 2-hour building, but they really do it in 1 hour, then they actually make $20 an hour. All right, so that's why I always picked easier builders, and I always did simple service. But you can definitely do special service. There's actually way more money in special service anyway. So if you don't mind getting dirty and getting into that, definitely do that. All right, I missed out on a lot of money because I didn't do carpets and strip and wax, especially strip and wax. I did do some carpets, but let's see. Daz and Donut said good info, appreciate it. Thank you, and I appreciate y'all for watching, man. I'm just trying to bring value right now, and I said, you know what? I missed yesterday. I tried to give y'all videos Monday through Friday, and I missed yesterday, so I said, fuck it, I owe y'all a live video. Alright, so if y'all got any more questions, shoot them in. Other than that, I'm about to wrap it up because I'm approaching 15 minutes, and I try not to let my videos get too long. Alright. But yeah, man, that's it, man. The bottom line, get in the game. If you watching, get in there. It don't cost a whole lot of money to get started. Even if you can't afford to get my starter kit right now, ain't nothing stopping you from printing out some flyers. Like, get on Microsoft Publisher, create a flyer, knock on some doors, and solicit yourself. Don't worry about I ain't got no cleaning equipment. Don't worry about I ain't got nobody to work for me. Figure it out once you get their ass interested, alright? And I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Like, just go figure it out. I learned that from Robert Kiyosaki. He was talking about how he put in a bid to buy a cable network company one time, and I think Forbes magazine came and interviewed him, asked him, where are you going to get the money to buy that cable channel? He was like, we don't worry about that. We worry about how we're going to get the funding once we get the deal. Get the deal first. And that's how I always live. You just got to move. And that's why even if you're not successful with exactly doing what you were trying to do, you will learn so much through the process, and it'll help you in the future. So just get out there and do stuff, man. Anthony Payne, he said, thanks. Also, do you provide bids when you're talking to businesses, or do the master franchise? So initially when I first started, they definitely did the bidding because I didn't know how to bid. As I went on and I learned how to bid, I started bidding because if you bid yourself, and you said you were Jam Pro, if you bid yourself, you can save money on the upgrade fees, aka sales and marketing fees, aka finders fees, aka what else? Is another name they call it too, right? But you can save money on the fees if you bid on it yourself. If depending on how the master franchise is that you're with, they'll let you bid. They'll let you put the proposal together yourself, and then you won't have to pay them anything for the upgrade fee. Or they might put the proposal together for you if you come up with the bid and find a customer, and they won't charge you anything for putting together a proposal for you. Or they'll require you to at least let them put the proposal together, but they'll let you do everything else, and then they'll just let you save on the fee, but they won't waive the entire fee. So there's a couple different ways they can do it. It all depends on which master franchise owner that you're with. And I hope I didn't say that too fast and confuse anybody, but let's see. Here you go. He said exactly the fees here are 5x the monthly growth. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. He said it's tough paying that and getting charged a royalty. Exactly. I can't stand the sales and marketing fee at all. That's why I do these videos, alright? Because matter of fact, calculatedclean.com. I don't know if you up there already, but get up there because it's a bidding website that I created, building calculator. It's free right now, completely 100% free. You just got to sign up, and you can use that calculator and bid on all of the accounts that you want to bid on. Shout out William Wade, Cleanbid Network member, checking in. I'm about to do an interview with him ASAP, and y'all gonna love it. I'm telling y'all gonna love his energy. But yeah, definitely bid on your own accounts if you can, because that particular 5x though, 5 times the monthly growth is crazy. I'm gonna tell you that now. So definitely do that and learn how to bid on your own. I don't know how long calculatedclean.com will be free, but it is now. So get up there, learn how to bid, and at least know how to bid. Oh, I think you asked also, you said when you're talking to businesses. Right. So when you going in there, going door to door, you don't have to know right then what you're gonna charge them. I never give on the spot bid. Only time I give like a bid on the spot is when like special services I might do it. So if I walk into I went way over 15 minutes. If I go into like a place and they just want the floor strip and wax open area, and they say about, can you give me like a rough estimate of what you'll charge? I'll give them that, because usually I charge that by square footage anyway, and I can just whip out my phone. I already done measured it. You know what I mean? All I'm gonna do is take 5,000 square feet times whatever cents, and then bam, there you go. You know what I mean? So that I'll give them that. But for commercial cleaning, actual cleaning, I won't do no bids on the spot. I tell them that I'll email them a proposal within, you know, usually I don't even give them a date. Like I'll tell them soon, or I might say tomorrow, or I might say within 48 hours. Because sometimes if you give them a date, especially if you're real busy, like if you know you're not busy and your life revolves around that particular account or that bid, then you can go ahead and give them a date. But I try not to give them a date because I don't want my threw me off. I don't want to miss the deadline that I told them, and then mess around and miss the make a bad impression. Alright.
Hey y'all.
Just threw me off. Alright, but y'all got any other questions, definitely shoot them in. He said appreciate your time and the vids, brother. Please keep it going. I appreciate y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all keep me going. Even, you know what I do when I'm down, because my inbox stay flooded, as I go to any one of my inboxes, whether it's email or Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and I check those and answer some questions, because that'll lift up my spirits just to help somebody else. Sean Richard said, AJ, sometimes the gatekeepers are a test. Yeah, absolutely. So what you got to do with them is I learned you got to be aggressive with them gatekeepers. You got to like ask them, okay, well, who's usually in charge of making that decision? Do you have their phone number? Is it possible that, you know what I mean, what time will she be back? What time will he be in? Is there an email that you can provide me with? Like, you got to get past them. You talk their ass to death to the point where they just give you the information so you can leave them alone at that point. You do cold call? Yeah, I have a lead generation program where we do cold calls for you. If you asking, do I do it for my company? I sold my company to my brother, my cleaning company to my brother, so I don't have it anymore. But we did do cold call files as well. All right. Any other questions? All right. Yeah, but if y'all ain't got nothing else, man, that's the main thing. Just do stuff. Alright, do it. I'm telling y'all, get started. You're never gonna know all the answers. You're never gonna always be prepared. You're never gonna have enough money. You gotta figure shit out, man. Do you use business credit? Not yet. So what I'm doing now is I'm gonna do this in the group too. I'm glad you brought that up. Shout out G-Man, another Cleanbid Network member. If you get on Wave, well, first let me start here. When it comes to business credit, a lot of people ask, how do you get business credit? And so you can use a personal guarantee if you have good credit. But if you don't have good credit, or if you don't want to use your credit, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. If you don't want to use your credit, then what you can do is you can simply build your company. Okay, build your company, and then you can borrow against your assets. Well, what are your assets if you don't own heavy equipment or a vehicle or real estate in your company? Your assets is your invoices, okay, your accounts receivable. But what you have to have is you have to have good books. So what I'm doing right now is I'm building my books. I'm building good books, so that way once I build Cleanbid Network up to a certain level, I will go borrow against it and use business credit. But right now I don't, but I'm preparing to. So that's just as my route. There's other ways to get business credit. You got trade lines and all type of other stuff, but that's not my expertise. I won't speak on that. Who is it? William Wade said, have you been going live? Because no, I haven't been. Actually, for the past, it's like my first time going live in about a week and a half, I think. So I've been uploading a lot of videos the old way without showing my face and stuff. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. This is my first time going live. I figured I'd just hop on here because I owed y'all. Alright, Walter Lies. Shout out Walter Lies. He said, what up, AJ? Long time no see. Definitely. That's why I hopped on here. I said I got to get back out here with my people. Alright. Well, if y'all don't got no more questions, y'all been holding with me strong. I really appreciate y'all. All the people that like this video, I appreciate you. If you commented, I appreciate you. Make sure you share my videos. I'm going to keep trying to grow this channel, keep growing it and growing it and growing it. I'm also, like I said, I'm going to get on the other channel soon. And I'm going to start speaking more on like current events and stuff. I'll share my opinion on those type of things. We'll see how that goes, though. It's hard for me to speak on stuff that I don't feel like I'm bringing value. So if I don't feel like it's bringing value, I won't do that too much. But we'll see how it goes. All right. Shout out G-Man. He said, peace, brother. So I appreciate y'all, man. And if you got a cleaning company, you're trying to get some more customers, definitely go to cleanbiznetwork.com and go to our lead generation service. Sign up for that. We're doing great. A lot of people bought in. They love it. You check on Instagram, we definitely been sharing testimonials, and I've been sharing examples of leads that we've been sending out to other people. The Instagram for Cleanbid Network is @Cleanbid Network, or you can follow me directly @AJ Simmons Online. All right, shout out Sean Richards. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank y'all.